Psycho Mike Catherwood. It's Dr. Drew, Midday Live with Psycho Mike Catherwood.
And here we are, Drew and Mike, Midday Live. Reminder, KABC is busy on Twitter. Breaking news, videos, adult fun. Follow us on Twitter at KABC Radio. We will follow you back. Talk Radio 790 on Twitter is at KABC Radio.
Is there really adult fun?
I imagine it is. Not child fun.
Is there naked chicks?
That would be adult fun. I don't know if that's what they have or not.
Then
but,
I refuse to agree that that's adult fun because that's what I want.
Okay, well,
I'm an
why don't
adult.
you talk to Drew Hayes, see what he can put up with them. So how you doing today?
And to be fair, there should be penis too.
I see you're all excited about the Janoskians. I see we also got new music. Their latest video sent to us.
What? Actually, Ann knew better to send that to me.
Yeah, I got it. Fantastic.
I didn't get that.
We're talking about our Love Line show at night here. But right now we're going to bring in Lisa Durden. She is a...
Tyler Durden's sister.
No, she's a social and political commentator. And we were talking about Straight Outta Compton. Lisa, thanks for joining us.
Straight Outta Compton.
That's right.
Ow.
Nice. Hey now.
Nice. Good break in right there.
To the boat. I get 1, 2, 3 into the boat.
So,
I can't rap, but you know.
It's awesome. Have you seen the film yet, Mike?
I've not.
I have not. I'm sorry to say. I'm dying to see it.
I have a little baby, which means I see nothing.
Yeah,
unless it's on video on demand.
Fantastic. You guys are missing some beautiful infotainment.
Biopic, I heard some people say, but I don't care if it's a biopic. I want it to be a biopic. I want to know what happened. I think it's fantastic that this stuff's been chronicled. Yeah. So one of the things that sort of stands out in the story, as I understand it, is the relationship with the police. And so my question, I guess, would be, has that relationship changed? Are we now, 40 years later? Is it different 30 years later?
Well, unfortunately, I must answer no. As a matter of fact, it's gotten even worse. I think what has happened is, the social media craze and our instant information getting, and so we're starting to see, well, maybe let me rephrase it. Maybe we're seeing a lot more because we have the ability to do so. Maybe it was happening the same way before, but we weren't getting this information in a very quick way.
Or maybe, Lisa, we're getting all excited about it. We're whipping ourselves up into a frenzy on social media. Maybe, you know what I mean? We're sort of reinforcing our own view of things rather than stepping back and looking objectively.
Well, that's because things are different in that way, because we're talking about social media. The reason why we do it is so we can have our community. We're engaging in conversation. So we have these hashtags like Black Lives Matter, where back when Straight Outta Compton was being made and NWA were making these social justice kinds of songs, we didn't have the ability to do that. So that everything's going viral. That's unfortunate. And the interesting thing is, no matter how many people pull out phones and they shoot the police, shooting people in the back, choking people out, tasing people, shooting folks in the back when they're running, black males, hanging black women in prisons, jails, they still do it. So it's just an arrogance that I still see, that blue wall of arrogance, that blue wall of silence. And it's not just white police officers. As you know, there were a couple of African-American police officers that had issues in D.C. You saw it, well, you'll see in Straight Outta Compton. Some of those black police officers harassed NWA and African-American males at that time, and some still do now. It's just a disaster.
Yeah.
And I don't know, why, because I guess nothing happens. By and large, when you see police brutality, once in a blue moon, we might get lucky that they get slapped on the hand, but by and large, most of them are not in prison. They don't do jail time. So they feel, all omnipotence. They feel, that they are above the law.
Right. Well, and Lisa, I think you pointed out something very important, that when you become an officer of the law, especially in this country, especially in areas that are prone to higher crime, urban areas that are prone to higher crime, your skin color it gets trumped by the color blue, and police officers by and large are not going to, their allegiance and their camaraderie as officers of the law. It doesn't really matter what color their skin is. It's more the fact that they have now joined this the boys in blue, and I wonder if, as race relations continue to hopefully get better, if the blue code of conduct has changed at all. And I doubt that it has.
Not at all, because the unfortunate thing is we still have this thing called policing the police. We need some legislation that's going to happen outside of the police department and have maybe a legislator do something in terms of setting some standards by which we have to arrest and these individuals need to go to trial. I'm not for sure. Grand juries. I don't know. But if you always have, if your child policed themselves, there would be anarchy, right? You have to have a parent that tells the child you can't eat all the candy before dinner. If you didn't, the kid would be in there eating ice cream, cake. They don't know they're going to get a bellyache afterwards. So this is what's going on. So when you have internal investigations, I mean, what is it? Fighting the devil's case in hell? It's not going to work out.
You know, I'm trying to find this data that was quoted yesterday on our HLN program about number of killings in the last year by police officers. What did they say it was?
It was a Washington. I believe it was either
article.
Washington.
No, Washington
he said
Post
it was a voice
article.
piece of the liberals. I remember that.
No, it was Washington Post. It was definitely Washington Post article. But the number was like around was it 600
something?
Yeah, 600 of which only like a tiny minority were black. A tiny minority. Meaning most of the killings by police are actually of white individuals. And there was a report we reported on yesterday about a white kid that was in a marijuana sting and he drove away and they just shot him as he was driving away and killed him.
He was actually running away. He ran away from the car, which was driving.
No. Oh,
I'm pretty sure his girlfriend was driving. He got freaked out by the bust, got out of the car and ran, and his girlfriend drove in and he got shot in the back.
Crazy.
Right.
White kid.
Well, let's make sure we put things in context. Mm-hmm. Most of those white individuals who were killed by the cops were very, very, very guilty.
No. We reported yesterday a kid who just happened to be riding with a girl who was making a marijuana sale, happened to try to run away, was shot in the back, unarmed, 17-year-old white kid. Yeah.
Dr. Drew,
and no one made an issue of it. No one.
Right. Let me go back and forth. Now, I love that you mentioned that part. First of all, when birds of a feather flock together, that person is guilty by association. When you have somebody selling drugs in the car, you can't discern between which one is selling and which one isn't.
But we all expressed wait a minute. We all expressed tremendous outrage at that gentleman in Cincinnati that was doing a drug deal himself and tried to drive away and got shot. That was outrageous. So what? He's selling pot. That doesn't mean he should die.
I was just having that conversation with a colleague today. I'm not one of those black people who run in the streets pumping my fist for every black person who might be getting shot in a criminal situation. I'm only pumping my fist for the innocent ones. So if you are, if you live by the sword, you might end up dying by the sword. So I'm not going to say that there are no police shootings that are valid. So if you are in the middle of a crime and you get shot and killed in the middle of that crime, then unfortunately you shouldn't have been in the middle of the crime, black, white, green, or gold. However, most of the African Americans who have been shot were innocent, not the white folks who have been shot, and some of them are too, but there are more guilty, seriously guilty white people who might end up getting killed by the cops, but they're usually guilty. 9 times out of 10, our shootings are individuals with no guns. They have no drugs on them. They were a routine traffic stop, and the person goes to jail and she's hanged in her cell. These kinds of things.
Hang on, Lisa. Hold on one second. Got a quick. I'm talking to Lisa Durden, social and political media commentator. We're going to take a quick break full of traffic on the 4 as we need it most. Midday Live, Mike Cathwood, Dr. Drew, and Lisa Durden talking to us. Lisa, we got to move on here. Where can people find you?
Dr. Drew, you're leaving me just as I met you. I love you. Would you marry me and divorce your wife?
Jeez, powerful.
Well, maybe someday, but not right now.
Are you down with the swirl? Because I'm down with the swirl.
No, Dr. Drew's very down with the swirl.
Oh, perfect. So I love your wife and your family, but just in case she gets sick of your ass, I don't mind stepping into her place. It's gorgeous, but you can find me at LisaDurden.com. That's Lisa, DURDEN.com. And everything you want to know about me, except for at the barbecue, you can find me. And Dr. Drew, I've got to do I've got to do what you call a shameless plug. I want to come on your HLN show. I want all the time. I'm perfect for that show.
All right.
You got to bring me on, Dr. Drew.
I'm going to hold on the line, Yanira. I'm going to have Yanira give you the name, the email address of a guy you pitch, okay?
Oh, beautiful.
All right, my dear.
Thank you. I'll hold on. I love you.
Good to talk to you. LisaDurden.com.
I love everything.
I'll be stalking you there at LisaDurden.com.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right. 1-800-222-5222.
I found that article.